YouTube, it's above average Cody, and the classic Halo League has been gaining some popularity. I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen the game modes in game, and I want to talk a little bit about all of my thoughts on why it's actually a pretty amazing thing going on when you get down to it. First off at the top here, guys, thank you for 5,000 subscribers. Insane milestone for me. I've been kind of down in the dumps a little bit lately. The vibes have been off, but to hit a number like that when I never thought I would hit 1,000 is just insane. So thank you so much for all of the support. But classic Halo League. So I kind of have a bold take on the idea as a whole. However, the way it's done is pretty impressive in my opinion. So first off, if you're not familiar with what the CHL is, it's kind of a newer circuit, I guess you could call it, with like tourneys and things like that, where they use classic Halo settings. Basically, no sprint, no advanced movement mechanics, everything of the sort. They want to do, I believe, free-for-all and 2v2 events, and I believe it's run by Unique, or at least it was formulated by him, created a lot of amazing maps, perfectly designed for pretty much the mode and how the game plays in general. It was created for it, so it can really shine. On top of this, I've heard a lot of people say that this game was created with advanced movement as an afterthought, so when you remove the advanced movement, it plays really amazingly. I have yet to try the CHL settings, but I've seen really good reviews about it in terms of how it plays, how it feels on this game, and everything of the sort. Now, I want to say it is impressive how well it is curated and done, because if the gameplay is better, the maps are very aesthetically pleasing, very well designed, and everything is pretty impressive. I think it's nice, and it's kind of like a smack in the face to 343, if you will, because everything is well organized, well designed, well made, and if everybody likes the settings and people are playing it and willing to come out of the shadows of Halo to participate, that's a really great thing. And in my opinion, with how Halo always used to be, the golden years of gaming, and Halo being Halo 3, obviously Halo 1 and 2 are legendary games. To bring back settings like that, I think that that's like, if 343, what I'm trying to say is if 343 were to do that and put that as a game mode, it would be a massive deal. It'd be like Fortnite doing no build, because all of the older Halo players that loved the original Halos can go back and enjoy what they love. So the fact that the community is kind of bringing this up and making it a thing, I think is really awesome, and in some regards, I think it is a smack in the face to 343. However, I want to get a little bold here. I'm not trying to be too negative about it overall, but this is going to lead into where I think this whole idea fits into the current landscape of Halo Infinite and where it is in the gaming world. Now, I want to say, although I did refer to them as the golden years of Halo, and it's how Halo gameplay always was, I don't think it has a fit permanently in today's gaming landscape. And the reason being, it's not that fun to watch. Obviously, as Halo fans, it's very cool, it's nice to see, and it's very vibey and reminiscent of times when gaming was very fun. However, in terms of the HCS and the pros and just what people want to see, the fast-paced action, the insane movement, the crazy plays with the thruster, repulsing people off the map, in my opinion, that is very much the flashiness of it. And the sliding past the corner, hitting a power slide and going flying and hitting that sniper headshot, I think that is much more fun to watch. And I'll use an example with Call of Duty. The current COD, Modern Warfare 2, it's very slow. It's a lot of angle sitting and sitting behind head glitches and hiding, laying prone in a corner waiting for somebody to walk through. That's not fun to watch. It's like watching paint dry, man. And Halo Infinite is already a little bit slower than some games on the market. So if you slowed it all the way down with no advanced movement mechanics, I think that's kind of, it's in some regards boring to watch. Now, obviously that's not, I don't believe that's what the CHL is trying to be. They're not trying to completely revamp the pro scene. But I got a comment making it seem like people think that game modes like this will bring a lot of players back and bring back some hype for Halo? I think temporarily, yes. Where I think this could fit in, if 343 were intelligent and did this on their own, not calling 343 stupid, but you get what I mean. This would have been a pretty monumental thing for 343 to come up with on their own. I think this has a fantastic place in the community. I'd love to see it at Halo events regularly, kind of like how they do the free-for-all tournaments on the side. If you did a classic Halo League tournament on the side, with like big name pros and like people who just don't really care for Halo Infinite and kind of like an underground pro scene, I think that'd be really sick. Do the live events. It's dope. Watch it once in a while. It's amazing. Maybe have it as a rotating playlist in game. That'd be really sick. I don't know if that's what they're going for. I know I saw Unique worded as like he wasn't trying to make like a community map. He's trying to make like an entire playlist, and it seems like they're doing just that. It's an amazing idea. Like I said, I compare it to the idea of putting no build in Fortnite. It's not the same idea fundamentally, but I think it would have the same big effect. If you came out and you're like, hey, we just added a new playlist where it plays like Halo 3 and brand it like that way, dude, that turns a lot of heads in the Halo community. And not even just that, maybe people who left Halo a long time ago and haven't really cared for the newer games and are like, they're gonna be like, hey, maybe I go back and give this a try. And if the Halo Infinite really does play better with the advanced movement taken out, I think it could be really big for the game. So classic Halo League, I kind of turned my nose up at it first because I'm like, oh, it's slow pace. You know, people want to see the fast pace. In terms of Halo being the game that it is, I think it's a perfect idea. I think it's a fantastic idea, and it looks like it's being executed very well. I'm excited. I am really excited. They have a 2v2 tournament coming up. I plan to watch it. I plan to keep tabs on it. And frankly, I plan on trying out the settings for myself and playing. Whether or not, I think you have to register for the tourneys, but if I got invited to one, I'd be like super hyped. So I don't know what's going on over there, but if you want to invite above average Cody to come play in it, like I said, I turned my nose up to the idea at first, but the more I looked into it, the more excited I got. And the more I thought about it, the more I think this could be a really amazing, thing. That wraps up pretty much everything I have to say about, the CHL. Again, I think it rises interest, but I don't think if anybody has big ideas of it being like the new pro play and like things like that, I just don't think that's as viable. But it is an amazing idea. It would be amazing to see in game. So that's where I stand on it. But I just want to say, of all the games that exist, guys, many games come, many games go. But above all else, Halo just seems to have one of the strongest communities ever. And even though to the average gamer, it may seem like Halo's dead or dying or it's going to cease to exist under 343, the Halo community very much will never let that happen. And the fact that this long into the game, this low of a point in the game in terms of interest, things like this are still crawling out of the woodwork and people are still willing to put in this type of work. It's really an amazing thing. And although I don't consider myself a big part of the Halo community, to be able to experience this stuff and be able to make content and talk about it and possibly further and help these things being made, what I'm trying to say is it's an amazing community. I love it. I'm glad to be a part of it. And there's just so many amazing people that do so many amazing things to keep the Halo love alive. And I think that's really amazing. But anyways, guys, I'm going in circles here. Subscribe to the channel. 5,000 subscribers. It is insane. I never thought I'd hit 1,000. Y'all here are amazing. Greater community here than I could have ever imagined. Not just the Halo community, but here on the channel. So thank you so much, guys. But if you're new here, hit that sub button. Join the amazing community. Leave a like on the video, guys. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts about the CHL? Is this the first you're hearing it? Where do you think it's going to go? What place do you think it has in the Halo community as a whole? I think it's really exciting. I'm excited to see where it goes and how it's executed further. And then finally, guys, channel membership. Super thanks for support monetarily. Helps me out ever so much as a content creator, but please do not feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, that's enough talking. This video is way longer than I wanted it to be, but it was kind of hard to articulate my thoughts where I am really excited for it. I didn't want to try to sound negative with the fast-paced playing thing being interesting, because I do think it's still really cool, a really cool idea, and it's very true to what Halo is and it has always been. But alrighty, guys, that does it. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers. Could not do it without you. So stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.